No, not why are you wearing it. Why do you have it in the first place? What 12-year-old owns a tuxedo? I couldn't believe it. Let me get this straight. You're giving me a hard time for having something we need? I'm not giving you a hard time, she said. I just think it's a little unusual. Call me curious. Both my parents work in museums, I explained. I've been dragged to more fundraisers and exhibition openings than I can remember. They're usually formal events like this one, so they bought me a tux. Okay, that makes sense, she said. It's also good news. Since you've been to a lot of these things, you should fit right in. Well, there's one big difference between those events and this one. What's that? We had invitations. She gave me a conspiratorial smile and said, You're not going to let a little piece of paper stop us from solving the mystery and saving Marcus, are you? She always knew what to say to get me to go along with her schemes. No, I'm not, I answered. Let's do this. There were 2 lines with security guards manning metal detectors. At the head of each line was a woman with a computer tablet checking invitations. One of the women looked to be in her mid-20s and wore a black cocktail dress and very high heels. The other wore a longer dress with shoes that were nice but more comfortable. She also had a wedding band on her finger. The odds are better that the one on the right is a mom, I said. That might mean she's nicer to kids. True, answered Margaret, but the one on the left is more likely to think all kids are stupid. Good point, I said, as we got into the line on the left. During an FBI training session called Outsmarting Your Opponent, we were taught that the biggest advantage you can have is for the other side to underestimate your abilities. When she asks for our invitations, we'll tell her our moms have them but are already inside. If our mothers are inside, then why are we out here? I asked. That's where the stupid comes in. Margaret suddenly adopted the voice of an airheaded middle schooler who spoke in endless run-on sentences. I was texting my friend Maddie about the party, but I had trouble getting good reception, so I started walking around trying to get more bars, but it just got worse and worse. So I went through a door and accidentally got locked outside. OMG, my mom's going to kill me if she finds out. Do people really think kids talk that way? I asked. I'm counting on it, Margaret said. And why am I outside if you were the one on the phone? I asked. You're my best friend. You go wherever I go. So we're both stupid? That's the plan, unless you've got a better one, she said. I exhaled slowly. Tragically, I don't. We were about halfway through the line when she realized we had a potential problem. Uh-oh. What? I asked nervously. She'll probably want a name to check against the guest list. We'll need some TOAST help on that. TOAST stands for the Theory of All Small Things. It is the method we use to read people and situations in order to solve cases. The idea is that if you look for little details, you can add them up to discover otherwise hidden pieces of information. At the moment, we needed the names of 2 potential mothers who were already inside the gala. I got it covered, I said. I pulled out my phone and started searching. What are you doing? She asked. Looking on social media for any pictures tagged with that. I pointed to a banner that read, #It'sAllAboutTheBooks. Oh, that's kind of brilliant, she said as she did likewise. Even though the party was barely an hour old, there were already dozens of photos to scroll through of people inside having fun. Find one posted by someone with an unusual name, I said. It'll seem less likely that we made it up. Also, find out where they work in case that's included on the guest list. By the time we reached the front of the line, we were ready to go. Margaret's airhead act worked like a charm, and when asked, I became the son of a kid's book publisher named Mara Anastas. I even spelled it out for her so that she could find it on her tablet. See what I mean? Margaret said as we walked through the entrance. Clothes and confidence. Objective 2. Avoid detection while sneaking into the library's secure area. It was amazing how different the Great Hall looked compared to when we'd come during normal hours. Multicolored lights gave it a party feel, and giant reproductions of famous book covers were hung as decorations. People mingled in clusters while a jazz quartet played on a stage. A waiter walked past us carrying a tray of finger food, which caught Margaret's attention. Oh, those look delicious. We're working a case, I reminded her, not going to a party. She gave me that Margaret smirk. Actually...